Young Ern is nearest to us. These winners of 30 races installed now. And they're running. And Soviet Line, 2-1 on the off, is obliged to make his own running. Soviet Line, the leader from Mutaram in the early stages. And Walter Swinburne is not hanging about. Soviet Line, the leader from Mutaram. Soviet Line being tracked by Young Ern. Over on the far side is Miss Flight, tucked in there by George Duffield. And last, the horse we expected to possibly make it is Mutakdim. Soviet Line, winner of 7 of his 17 races, stretching out in the lead from Mutaram, the senior runner, 6 years old. Then Young Ern on the near side, Miss Flight and Mutakdim. They're racing now towards the half-mile pole in the Juddmonte Lockinge, 55,000 plus to the winner, and it's still Soviet Line, the leader from Mutaram. Young Ern running fast towards the near side to the camera. Mutakdim comes next, and then George Duffield biding his time on Miss Flight, but Miss Flight being chased along now as they come past the 2 furlong pole, just coming to it, and still Soviet Line, the leader from Young Ern, who moves into second. Mutaram is under pressure. Miss Flight trying to make ground over on the far side, but Soviet Line, the leader from Young Ern. Soviet Line beat Young Ern the three times they met last year, and he's holding him in the closing stages. But here comes Miss Flight. It's Soviet Line, the leader from Young Ern, and Miss Flight as they come up towards the line. A brilliant performance by Soviet Line. He wins it cozily. Soviet Line is the winner, and Young Ern is second, and Miss Flight is third. Mutakdim is 4, and 5, and disappointing is Mutaram. And so the result of the 1995 Juddmonte Lockinge Stakes. First, number 4, Soviet Line, owned by Sheikh Maktoum Al Maktoum, trained by Michael Stout and written by Walter Swinburne. Second was number 5, Young Ern, owned by Mr. M.F. Kentish, trained by Simon Dow and written by Richard Quinn. And third was number 1, Missed Flight, owned by Mr. Walter Grubmuller, trained by Chris Wall and written by George Duffield, with fourth, number 3, Mutakdim. And this is the winner, Soviet Line, winner of 8 now of his 18 races.
What a brilliant performance it was too. Walter Swinburne knew in the first 2 strides that he was going to have to make it, and the way he was riding in the first 100 yards or so, it was very obvious that this had crossed his mind beforehand. He had no hesitation in going on from that point, and here he proves what a very good horse he is, Soviet Line. Young Ern had the sit on him today. He had last run at him, so too did Missed Flight. They're both horses who can run on very strongly. Soviet Line, a real class horse.
Walter rode a lovely race from the front here. He saved just enough up his sleeve all the way, but a very interesting move on Walter's part, really, Jim, was when the stalls were in the middle. Usually they come the stands rail. Walter took them right away over to the far side today, which is very unusual for this at Newbury. But he rode a lovely race. He's able to ease Soviet Line down right on the line. Young Ern, well, a gallant performance to run second.
And here we can see him over on that far rail. As you were saying, they normally do attack to the other side, but Soviet Line, look at him, look at the stride on him, drawing away here from Young Ern in the green cap. Missed Flight in behind them, every possible chance, and Mutaram is now dropping right away, having run his race and blown up quite a long way out. Soviet Line, a convincing winner of the Group 1 Lockinge Stakes.
And his first Group 1, Jim.